Alright, welcome back to another video. Today we have another kind of weird one. This is the Star Wars Speedstars Slave 1. And this one was actually brought to my attention when I made my every Jango Fett Slave 1 video. I had a commenter that said I didn't have this one, and so of course I immediately looked it up, and evidently did not have this one. So I'm really grateful for you guys and leaving your comments and supporting me and helping me to continue to grow my collection and help me discover things that I'd never even seen of or heard of. This isn't specifically branded or marketed as a Jango Fett Slave 1, but it has Jango Fett colors, and I do collect those in my collection, even if it's like a Clone Wars Boba Fett Slave 1, as this one is advertised, but it's still got the blue colors on it like Jango's, and so I think that's why I was never able, I think that's why I never found this one, because it's not labeled anywhere Jango Fett. But let's go ahead and take a look at the box first, and then we'll take a look at the ship itself and kind of the play function that it has. Alright, so here's the box. It's got lots of labels on here for the play action. Lightsaber launcher for accuracy, and I'll show that here in a minute. And then the package becomes a ramp, and it kind of shows that a little bit more on the back. So you're supposed to use the box to jump the car over. They kind of give you little instructions on how to make the ramp. You're supposed to make the ramp out of the box, and then it comes with two little targets and like game rules and stuff. I obviously have not done that. My box is still intact. And I'm reading some of the stuff here. It says, Star Wars put the galaxy's mightiest vehicles in your palm, in the palm of your hand. Get behind the controls and blast into action. And then it says, Slave 1, the most powerful Star Wars vehicle launcher. Challenge your friends, 2 battle targets, and game rules included. And so, yeah, the front of the box, we have a picture of the Clone Wars Boba Fett with the Slave 1 from the show. And then, yeah, inside we have the instructions. I don't remember if there's anything on here that's like particularly special or important. It looks like it tells you how to play with it and how to set up the ramp and the targets again. So this is a good example of what it's supposed to be like or look like. Basic multiplayer battle game. Okay, and so then it's got instructions for how to play the game. So yeah, there's a look at that if you wanted to look at that. And you can kind of see there's like a Venator back there. That's one of the targets, and then there's like a Plo Koon ship, I think. This is one of the targets. And so yeah, that's how you're supposed to play with the toy. Kind of gives you some instructions there, but let's go ahead and move on to the actual toy itself. Alright, so here is the lightsaber launcher. The ship comes off. We'll kind of look at the lightsaber launcher. There's a little wheel right here, and you're supposed to move the wheel forward, and then it spins this gear, and it spins the wheel on this little ship, and that's what kind of launches it. That's what helps it keep its momentum when it's rolling across the ground. Yeah, it's a little bit hard to display this. I guess you could display it like laying down like that. That would look fine. But I usually like my Slave 1s to be up, so I just prop mine against a wall like that and display it that way. I have a little corner in my collection where it sits against 2 corners so it can kind of balance. Don't know if this is supposed to be anyone's lightsaber specifically. I think the blade parts are different colors for some of them. Like not all the Slave 1 ones are going to be blue. You might get a red or a green. I'm glad I got blue, just so it kind of matches the ship. And then the Slave 1 itself. First thing about it that's really weird is the little wings here. They're not really in landing position. They'd have to be totally like flipped the other way to be in the landing position, and flight position is when they are just kind of turned 90 degrees this way. So it's not in flight or landing position. It's in some weird broken like backwards wing position, which is weird, and you cannot move it. It is stuck that way. Looks like it's kind of a soft rubber material. I mean, you're gonna be smashing this like against targets and walls and stuff, so it's got a little bit of give. Same with the wings. Another thing is that these little blue parts on the side are really long. The Slave 1, you know, this like front shaft area is longer than this, and so that looks really weird too. It gives the whole Slave 1 a much more like ovalish shape since they extended that so long. Maybe they just put it on there to work as like kind of a bumper in case it does bump against stuff. Because this part, oh yeah, no, it's kind of a soft, the whole thing's kind of a bit of a soft rubber. So yeah, really kind of quirky and weird. But yeah, I'm glad I was able to get one and find this thing. It's definitely unique. Let's go ahead and set this thing on the ground and see if we can launch it and kind of see that play function that you're supposed to use. All right, so what I think you're supposed to do with this is you're supposed to race it forward, and then that kind of, you know, charges the wheel here, and then it's not clipped on there very strong. It comes off pretty easy. So then when you stop your forward momentum, it kind of shoots off. So let's see how this works. Yep, there it goes right into the wall. And then let's try and do one with the ramp. I didn't really build the ramp how they instructed, but I think it will still work. Let's kind of see if I can get this to work. I'll get a little closer. There we go. There we go. Wow, that really launched high into the air. There we go. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Kind of a unique toy with a quirky design. Actually kind of really fun to play with. Honestly, that was kind of fun to see it jump so high in the air. But yeah, until then, we'll see you guys in the next video.